Hello, everyone. Today, we're exploring Genesis 42, a chapter that shows how God works through difficult situations to bring about repentance and reconciliation. It's the story of Joseph's brothers coming to Egypt during the famine and facing a test they never expected. Let's dive in. The famine that Joseph predicted has spread to Canaan, where Jacob and his family live. Hearing that there is grain in Egypt, Jacob sends his 10 oldest sons to buy food, keeping his youngest son, Benjamin, at home. When the brothers arrive in Egypt, they bow before Joseph, not recognizing him as their brother. Joseph, now the governor of Egypt, recognizes them immediately and decides to test them. He accuses them of being spies and demands that they prove their honesty by bringing their youngest brother, Benjamin, to Egypt. This moment is a fulfillment of Joseph's childhood dreams, where his brothers bowed before him. Joseph keeps one brother, Simon, imprisoned as collateral and sends the others back with grain. He also secretly returns their payment of silver in their sacks. When the brothers discover the silver, they are terrified, believing that God is punishing them for their past sin against Joseph. They say to one another, "Surely we are being punished because of our brother. We saw how distressed he was when he pleaded with us for his life, but we would not listen. That's why this distress has come on us." Reuben reminds them that he had warned them not to harm Joseph, but now they must face the consequences of their actions. When the brothers return to Canaan and tell Jacob what happened, he is devastated. He refuses to let Benjamin go to Egypt, fearing he will lose another son. Reuben offers to take responsibility for Benjamin, but Jacob remains unconvinced. Meanwhile, the famine continues and the grain runs out. Judah eventually steps forward and promises to bring Benjamin back safely, saying, "I myself will guarantee his safety. You can hold me personally responsible for him." Reluctantly, Jacob agrees, sending the brothers back to Egypt with double the silver and gifts for the Egyptian governor. So, what can we learn from Genesis 42? First, God uses our past mistakes to bring about repentance and growth. Second, His plans often involve testing and refining us. Finally, this chapter reminds us that reconciliation is a process, and God is always at work behind the scenes. Let's trust Him to bring healing and restoration in His perfect timing. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next story.